Life's a mental game. You need the right mentality to survive. What's up, family? How y'all doing out there? Hope y'all had a blessed week. It was a busy one for me. I'm bringing back my cuz, as y'all can see, Abdul. I had another podcast to post, but the sound quality wasn't good on it, so I couldn't post it. I was going to, but I was like, nah, it was just too bad. But we back, man. We back. We got another week of the Mental Game Podcast. Before I lose my train of thought, man, I want to tell everybody welcome, Happy New Year, Happy New Year. Make sure y'all out here being don't be selfish, be self-preserving, and that means a lot. You know what I'm saying? Featured product of the week is the I got it on right now. It's the mentality of a hustler T-shirt. Uh, it's simple.
Where you can
Just
find that at, cuz?
they can find this on mentalgame.net. You know what I'm saying? You can find all my products on mentalgame.net. I took Aunt Alice's advice, man. Look, I know she watching. I went ahead and I signed up. Since everybody's on Amazon anyway, you know what I'm saying? I went ahead and signed up for all my products to soon be featured on Amazon. So y'all be looking for that real, real, real soon. Make sure y'all liking, make sure y'all sharing, subscribing.
Yes, sir.
That's pretty much where y'all can find all y'all mental game updates, everything mental game, and yeah, all that good stuff, man. I missed. Nah, I did. I think I did. We did wish April birthdays a happy birthday for the last week. So now we in May. So we gonna move forward. We want to wish everybody in May a happy birthday. Hope y'all doing great. Hope y'all doing good. Hope y'all still surviving, succeeding. Uh, Man, how's your week, cuz? How's everything going?
Man,
On your
everything's
end?
good, man. Can't complain. Living, maintaining, working. Today, me and Yaya, we was out there doing a lot of Mother's Day shopping. Shit was crazy out there today.
I bet.
Yeah, it was crazy out there, man. But
Yeah, I
overall, a
seen.
good week, man. Can't complain.
Uh-huh. For
Can't
sure, for
complain.
sure.
Appreciate you bringing me back on.
Oh man, I had to have you on here, man. It was such good energy, man. Like, man, I want to sit here and I want to thank everybody, man, for supporting me and my cousin's podcast. It was we got great feedback. It was a great experience. By far the most on topic podcast that I've had. So I'll say that because you know what I'm saying, it was like full through and through. It gelled really, really well. And I got asked a bunch of times, like, is that your brother? Is that your brother? I know it's not my brother.
Yeah.
That's actually my cousin. Like that's my big cousin. Like yeah,
You know
I
those
did. We
genes
had the
strong,
same
man.
dads.
Right. You know those genes strong. Yeah, man. I
No,
got I
yeah,
got
them
some
jeans
good
strong.
feedback. I definitely got some good feedback from the podcast. A couple
Mm-hmm.
of my partners reached out to me that are girl dads themselves,
Facts.
checked it out and everything. But it was good. It was a good experience, good conversation. I'm ready for
Absolutely,
another
man.
one.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Man, oh shoot. Nah, I got like okay, I do this thing.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't done it in a while
What's that?
because I haven't had a new. I like asking these questions, man. Kind of to try to let the people who watch the podcast get a feel for who you are. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they learn a little bit about me every time we learn a little bit about y'all. So I got some
Okay.
questions. You ready?
Okay. Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready.
Tenfold. Be as detailed as you want to be. All right.
Okay.
All right. Let's see. Who is your celebrity crush?
Candy from Escape.
Candy from Escape.
What?
You said what? You got nothing to say, cuz. I got no beat.
You tried.
I got no
I
problems.
had that one lined up in the chamber.
Man, look, he like, hey, look, there's no thought process. Candy.
Nah, Candy from
It's
Escape
like,
is the one for
look,
me.
like, man, I'm like, you didn't want to take a second to think about that? Cuz nope, Candy.
Nah,
Rapid fire.
second was
How?
already taken.
Candy. Oh man, you got any runner ups?
Runner ups, Celebrity Crush. Oh, Sanaa Lathan.
That's a good one. That's
Yeah,
a good one.
Sanaa Lathan.
That's good. That's a good one. It's actually one of that's like top 5 for me too.
You said top 5?
Yeah, top 5 for me too.
Bro.
I can't reveal. I can't reveal mine. You trying to get me in trouble?
Nah. Get you in trouble. We ain't up late at night.
Man, look. Oh man. Okay, next question. Let's see what we got.
Mm-hmm.
I got these all jumbled up. All right. What is your proudest accomplishment?
My proudest accomplishment. I mean, I have a few.
Come on with it. Name all of them. Let's hear all of them. Let's hear your
So
top 5.
going back to last week's episode.
Okay.
Being a girl dad, she's definitely my most proudest accomplishment from the standpoint of how we're raising her. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Other things, I would really say certain things I accomplished in my modeling, getting certain jobs, commercials, and ad prints and stuff like that. I really would want to transition at some point really into acting more. That's that's really my passion. Got some things in the works that I'm trying to do for sure, but yeah, I would definitely say being able to come out here in Florida and do that. It was a blessing.
I'll tell you one thing, man. I'll stop you right there. I'll tell you one thing, man. I'm looking forward to that day, man, where I can stand up in the middle of the. I'll do it because I'm obnoxious like that sometimes. Especially if I had a few things to drink. I like see you in a movie or something. Even you know what I'm saying, like a TV show. I stand up in the middle of the movie. There, that's my cousin. I'm waiting for the day, son. I'm waiting for the day. I'm waiting for it, son. I'm waiting for it. And don't look. Don't tell me nothing. Don't tell me nothing. Just subliminally be like, hey man, such is a good movie. Just check it out.
Right, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Don't tell me nothing. Just let me be surprised. Let me be obnoxious.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else?
Let's see. Other proudest accomplishment. I think those at the top of my list thus far.
Okay.
I'm still striving and doing things every day, man.
For sure. Same here. I would say I would, as far as my accomplishments, join, I join you with that, uh, being a girl dad. I'm just being being in the situation I'm in, all my brothers are here in Houston.
Okay.
And just being somebody that not just my daughter could look up to, but my nieces and my nephews. Even though me and Kimberly's son, we don't see each other as much as we should or as much as we could, and I need to change that because his dad, up until now, his dad wasn't really in his life like that. So I was, all he had was his uncles. I would say, he has all of us, but he really looks up to me because he's kind of like, we have this running joke. He's my twin, and yeah. So just being able to be somebody that everybody can look up to, and everybody can go to get advice and stuff like that. Just I guess now we at the age where we the OGs now. Everybody comes to us and asks us this, that, and other. You know what I'm saying? I think that's like one of my proudest accomplishments. Just being able to like be respected enough to be somebody's role model and to be the person that people come to admire and ask for financial advice. I know Sam, he brags about me at work all the time. He was like, man, he missed his calling. And say, y'all just don't know, man. Like, y'all need any financial advice, man. Y'all need to be asking him and so on and so forth. So
yeah,
that's one of my proudest accomplishments because, I think as far as that, I done came a long way. I still remember, I tell stories all the time about like in the humble beginnings, and it's crazy because we stay in that area now, in the humble area now, coming from humble beginnings. I mean, I tell this story sometimes to people. It's like, man, I remember uh, being in a 1-bedroom apartment, me, Nana, and Terica, and like scared to turn the AC unit on and stuff like that, man. And
Mm-hmm.
I remember a light switch moment for me was, man, I came home and Terica was there, and I don't want to mention what she had on, but you
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying, it just imagine it was hot in the apartment. My daughter sitting there in her bouncer with a pamper on,
Right.
uh, you know, uh, and they both happy to see me, and I'm like, man, I can't have I can't have my two ladies living like this. So I went and flipped on that AC unit. It's like something got to change, and it's starting now. And ever since then, I've been on that. I've been kind of like projected into that path, keep moving up. So we came a long way, man. So I'm just to be respected and admired by my peers, people younger than me, and people older than me. You know what I'm saying? Is a great accomplishment for me. You know what I'm saying? I know I got the podcast, and I know I'm doing things with my clothing brand and stuff like that, but just being recognized and things of that sort, to me, that's a great accomplishment.
No, that is for sure.
Yeah.
That's a blessing, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So, all right, man. Let me see. Before I ask that question, 'cause that's like a
Mm-hmm.
spicy one. Hold on. Wait. That's a
Okay.
spicy. Not a bad spicy. Pause. If Sam gonna be watching this episode, that's not that type of spicy. All right, man. Let me see. Have you ever been the victim of discrimination, and how did you respond to it?
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, discrimination.
Yeah.
It happens in a lot of aspects. It happens from
Mm-hmm.
a racial standpoint. I've been discriminated with going out for certain roles with the modeling and stuff like that.
Right.
One of the things I could tell you in particular, so after Katrina, we were out there in Utah, as you know, right? So
Right. Right. Mm-hmm.
I'll never forget, man, we walk into a grocery store because they had all of us stand on this military base out there in Salt Lake City.
Uh-huh.
So they bring us to a grocery store out there just for us to get some little knickknacks, whatever, right? Man, when you walk in the grocery store, normally you're going to hear things being rung up. You're going to hear conversations going on.
Yeah.
The normal things you expect with going in the grocery store, right?
Mm-hmm.
Man, we got off of that bus they had us on, JJ. We walk in the grocery store. I mean, as soon as you cross the door sill, you can hear a rat piss on cotton. That's how quiet it got
In a grocery store.
in a grocery store.
Not just because we went to
Because out there
Walmart
they
today, and I'm
never
like,
seen, according to them, they never seen black people.
really?
Nah, man,
That's
in
hard to
Utah.
believe, man. 'Cause like in today's climate, with because you would think black people is everywhere. You know what I mean?
I mean, we are everywhere.
The culture
You know what
is,
I mean?
black culture is definitely, but like you would
Oh,
think,
but
you know
not
what
in
I'm saying?
Utah. I mean,
Oh,
that's
not in
not. Come on
Utah.
now. Although we're everywhere, you have to know there are certain places that we're not.
Yeah.
Utah is damn sure one of them places, right? Man, one day we were out there, and this here is a different day. We were out there, and I'm telling you, man, we was in the mall. Me and this one guy from back home too. I don't know where he is today, but him and we was hanging out. We got cool. We in the mall one day, and just a bunch of white folks looking at us, just staring at us.
Mhm.
And it was two young girls that was brave enough to like come up to us. So the girl, she come up to us, JJ. She looked at me. She was like, I asked her. So I was like, man, why y'all stare at us like this? Like, what's up with that? She was like, it's just that, we never really seen black people. This is my first time seeing someone black in person. I'm like, what? Bruh, I tell you no lie, you would have thought I was Jesus Christ himself. She wanted to touch my hand. She wanted to touch my hair. Like, it was crazy. She said, the next thing she said made you want to probably bat the piss out of her. She was
Boy,
like,
what she? Come on, son, bring it.
I put this on everything I love, JJ. That girl looked at me. She was about 17. I was 18 at the time when it happened, when Katrina happened. But she
Uh-huh.
was 17. She was like, the only time we see black people is on cops. I said, what? What the?
Whoa. Hey, look. Hey, if I had a scale of...
Man, look here. I was like, oh no, we got to get up out of here.
Man, I started looking for Ashton Kutcher right there. Well, I'm being punked.
We weren't being punked at all. That was reality.
Man, what?
So as far as discrimination, oh yeah, for sure, definitely out there for that month and a half we lived on
Yeah,
that compound.
absolutely, man, absolutely. But for me, man, I can say this, and I tell everybody this story.
Mm-hmm.
Back home in New Orleans, like this is my own personal experience. This is maybe, man, call it me being in the bubble, because I mean, I've always known racism was there. Racism is a thing, but like back home, I didn't really experience it.
No,
Well, I
tell
was
people
never,
that all the
yeah,
time.
yeah.
Go
So
ahead.
you don't really experience racism. I never experienced racism until I moved to Texas, and that's when I really started running into the whole discrimination thing. And it's crazy because I mean, Texas is not like Utah. It's not like they never see black people. I mean, black people everywhere in Texas, in every part of Texas, and Texas is a big state.
Right.
I'm trying to pinpoint one incident, like, cause you knew me, but me with the mental game I have at this point in my life, man. When stupid shit happen, I'm like Dumbledore. If y'all in the Harry Potter and all that good stuff, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Dumbledore, he can take thoughts out of his head and do away with them, so to speak. So that's what I do when people do that. When people do stupid shit, I tend to just do away with it.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, it's been a lot of stuff that I experienced when I moved out here. Uh, I mean, I could be as generic as like just getting pulled over, man. Like for you know headlights and stuff like that. This particular time, I give you this. Let me see. I'm trying to think. I'm pulling a blank right now. Yeah, let's move on because I done blanked out on that one. It's just I'm gonna just leave y'all with that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I never experienced racism until I moved to Texas. And
Let me ask you this:
what you got?
you ever experience? I'm not sure if to just call it racism or prejudice or whatever. You ever experienced from black people?
Like what? Elaborate for me a little bit, cuz. Like what you mean? Experience it from black people.
So I'll tell you another story.
What you got?
I got plenty of stories.
Oh, come
But
on with
this
it.
one in
Come on with it,
particular.
cuz.
So, man, when I moved out here to Florida, this was a few months after Katrina, right?
Uh-huh.
And I'm working at this office, and at the time I had already got me a little car, whatever, doing my thing. My dad, he was still out here at the time, right? And
Okay.
we was living in this city called DeLand. Anyone from Florida that will see this episode, they'll know what I'm talking about when I say DeLand. Very country ass town, right?
Man, that's hard to believe. Country ass town in Florida.
Oh, there's plenty of them now. Don't
Really? Man,
everything.
look, see, that's how
Everything ain't.
popular cultured I am.
Yeah, listen, JJ. Everything's not palm trees and summer breeze out here.
Man, I got you.
So, where was I? Yeah, so this one day, man, a friend of mine at the job, she gave me a ride home. At the time, my truck was broke, right? So she gave me a ride home after work, and we just
Okay.
talking, shooting the breeze or whatever. So she was talking to me, and she was like, you think like she was Italian. Matter of fact, she was an Italian chick.
Okay.
She said, man, Abdul, you think the people out here be racist? Towards you, it will be white people, but where you live at, it'll be the black people. I'm like, what? I'm from, again, I'm from New Orleans. I ain't never experienced that. I mean,
Right.
obviously in New Orleans, we are the majority. You know what I mean? And we damn sure ain't racist towards one another. We come in all different
complexions, yeah.
shades of of black.
Uh-huh.
So the reason why I say that, because that's where it stemmed from. So she was like, "Oh, the black people out there where you live at, they'll be a certain way towards you because you light skinned." I said, "Light skinned?" I'm like, I'm one of the darkest people in my family. I ain't light skinned. I'll show you some light skinned black people now. You want some? I'm talking to one right
Yeah,
now.
man, look, for real,
So,
like mulattoes, like there's a
man,
whole bunch of
listen,
mulattoes in our spectrum over there, on the
man, listen.
Williams side of the
I can't
family.
tell you. I can't tell you the amount of times I spoke to people I grew up with, went to school with, or whatever back home. That when they went to other places, people mistake them for being Spanish. Like
You
that
know
was,
what? Yeah,
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 man.
yeah. Yeah,
So,
that it happened. It happened when Trey was a baby.
mhm.
It happened to him a lot because that's how. Yeah, he had that old wavy curly hair, and yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, man. So she's telling me this, and I'm like, man, ain't no way, whatever. So one day, probably 2 days after that, she had to go pick up something from some friend of hers, but it was in where I lived at. So the guy he comes to the car, he give her what he had to give her, and then he was like, "Man, you better get out of here with that light skin." And she hurry up and pull off, and she like, "See, Abdul, that's what I was telling you." I'm like, "Yo, this shit is crazy." Like that's a real thing, man.
Bro,
That's a
what?
real thing.
Cuz,
Yeah, yeah. That's gonna be controversial, but it happened. I wouldn't listen. Like my boy Ocho said, I I lie for you before I lie to you. That really happened, man. That was crazy. But outside of those situations, yeah, that those are the times I would say I experienced it.
man, nah. See, okay. I'm not gonna lie. We joke about it, like you know what I'm saying. Like we've always. I remember in my senior year in high school.
Mm-hmm.
Um, they had there was like a light skin clique. It was BC versus.
What?
It was a light skin clique versus the dark skin clique or whatever.
What is that out
And
there in Texas?
yeah, out here in Texas, like it was
Oh
a joke
hell
though. It was
no.
like it was a big joke. Let me say that. Let me put that
Okay.
disclaimer out there. It was the biggest joke you could ever think of. Like it was like a fake beef. It was like something you probably see on YouTube nowadays. If we was like prone to YouTube, you know what I'm saying? Like these people are nowadays, we'd have definitely had one of those little uh parody pages or something like that because we were
Yeah.
just doing it as jokes, and it's crazy because before all this happened, man, like the dudes I was cool with and hanging with, they just all happened to be dark skinned. So they would always tell me, "Man, hey JJ, why you hanging out with them? Why you hanging out with them dark niggas and this and that?" But it was all a
Man,
joke.
that's crazy.
I never thought that like in a million years like we would have a place in especially in Florida, you know what I'm saying, or in a state in the country that we have. I never thought we would be dealing with that, you know what I mean? Because
Man.
I thought we came in all different shades of, like you said, shades of blackness, and I felt like we all stuck together, especially us, you know what I'm saying, coming from where we came from. Like, it was just like, and then black people has always been known as the all accepting, you know what I'm saying, even of each other. That's crazy, man. Like,
Nah, that actually happened. Like
dang.
where we come from is different. Um, Because, like I said, we come in all different shades, and you have people within your family that can be light skinned, that can be dark skinned.
Yeah.
Like in
Yeah.
our family, my dad is dark skinned. Your dad is very light skinned. They
Yeah,
come from the same
exactly.
mom and dad.
The same glory. Let me stop there. Stop right there. I'm talking about let me stop. Nana, forgive me. Do not visit me in dream tonight and tell me about myself. I'm sorry.
Huh?
But yeah, they all came from they all came the same parents, same mama, same daddy. And wide, I mean, shoot, with our uncles and aunties, wide color spectrum. I mean,
Yeah,
every color representation, hair texture, all that is,
for sure.
man. But I mean, dang, and that's crazy, son. That's crazy. You just now you gonna have me on pins and needles, man. Like the next time I go to Florida, be looking at people. Is he from the land? How you said the land?
The land, yeah.
The land?
Yeah.
All right, like is he from the land? That's why. That's why I just look. I'll be like I do everywhere, man. Like I just stay in the tourist parts, man. I was like, I don't know what y'all be on, man. That's crazy. You all right over there? You good?
Yeah, I just had to plug up my charger there. I'm good.
For sure. Nah, man. What about Let me see. Let's see. Go ahead. Do you believe in second chances?
Second chances?
Second chances. Be it.
From
Be
what
it.
from what, stand,
Be
from
it.
what standpoint are you talking?
Yeah. I was about to say. As far as like we could do friendships, we can do relationships, we can even do family if you want to, because we got a whole lot of that going on nowadays where we got family feuding and
Mm-hmm.
and sometimes family is more cut. Some family can be not. I'm not gonna say they are, but family can be more cutthroat than your normal friend because they're closer.
Right, for sure.
So do you believe in second chances from like a friendship standpoint?
Definitely believe in second chances.
Mm-hmm.
And to be honest with you, depending on the friendship, some are afforded third and fourth chances.
Man, I'm like, I don't know, man. It's purely situational for
Yeah,
me.
for sure. It
Purely
definitely
situational.
depends on the situation. It definitely depends on the situation. I think just like a simple argument of getting into it with a family or a friend, that's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to happen. But to be honest with you, the only way I feel that second chances are afforded or happens is because the love is there. You're
Right.
not getting a second
Right.
when you don't have love and appreciation for it. Whether that be a brother, a sister, a friend, girlfriend, husband, wife, you more inclined to give those second chances to people you have love for.
Facts. Absolutely. Yeah, that just blew my answer out the window. Yeah, for real though, because it's for me it's purely situational because I'm pretty sure we all got different a set of codes and rules that we live by. It's some things that are more forgivable, and some things are like, nah, that's that you just crossed the line with that one.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
what are like your deadly sins when it comes to offering forgiveness?
Offering, what do you mean?
Like when you all right, like what is like the big no for somebody to do for you to like, nah, man, you need to go your way and I go mine. What's your big no?
I don't have control over. No one has control over someone's actions.
Right.
Whatever someone decide to do, they decide to do, right?
Mm-hmm.
But as long as those actions does not, put my life in harm's way, put my family lives in harm's way, put my child lives in harm's way,
Mm-hmm.
that would probably be the biggest no. If you putting my life in jeopardy over some bullshit.
Fact.
Now, certain situations your life get put in jeopardy when you trying to stand up for somebody or whatever the
Mm-hmm.
case may be, or just be there for somebody in a certain way. And I'm okay with that.
Yeah,
I'm
because that's a conscious decision that we make in our head. Like,
yeah,
I
for
got
sure.
you.
For
Mm-hmm.
sure.
I
Because
got you.
how they say, every day you wake up with a chance and a choice.
Right.
So I would think that's probably high on my list,
I got you.
putting my life for my loved one's life in jeopardy.
He be like, try it if you want to.
Yeah, look here.
Son, man, son. Nah, but I agree with you. I agree with you wholeheartedly, man. Like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, like I think the number one, like even not even just myself. Like I just think like I've always been high on like me, whatever I put myself in, I deal with. But I'm always gonna go with. Nah, I'm not gonna call it the innocent bystander, but like daughter, my woman, my mama. You know what I'm saying?
Most definitely.
You know, I put them at high regard. You know, the women in my life because you know, they've all shown improved uh, you know, love for me in so many ways that
Mm-hmm.
you know I'm pretty sure you know like they just hold a special place in my heart, and you
Most
know
definitely.
you put them in harm's way, then then lays a problem. You know what I mean? But what about in relationship? We're gonna use this to segue into
Second,
a little bit of a topic where we're gonna talk about relationships from a man's standpoint.
yeah, I definitely believe in second chances in relationships.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I mean, let's call it what it is. A lot of times, women are affording men more second chances than the other way around.
Absolutely, yes,
So
that's true.
I've been in that situation. You know,
Mm-hmm.
of course, needing a second chance. I've been in situations where I've given a second chance. But again, like I said, it all stems from that love and admiration that you have for that person that you decided to be with.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
I think that I don't know. I think obviously in relationships it depends on what's going on in a relationship for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Now there are certain things. Let's just be real. A man, for example, like when it comes to infidelity, a man is not more inclined to take back a woman that has cheated on him,
Right.
in my opinion. Um,
Nah. Look, I've been around a lot of men, and I mean, that's unanimous. That's unanimous. And in my opinion, yeah, I believe you're right.
and the reason for that is because now a woman is different from this standpoint. If I feel like if a man's woman cheated on him, we know in our heart of hearts for that to have transpired, and we're in a relationship with this woman, and we're the ones spending the time with her doing dust and so, but there's something going wrong in the relationship for anybody to step outside of their relationship, I feel.
Right.
But with that being said, I just think that from a man's perspective, you if a woman cheated on you, you best believe for the most part she had feelings for the person she cheated on you with.
Right.
Men is well, we you know, just call it what it is. We don't fuck with feelings at times.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, a guy will stick his shit in a hole in the wall if it felt good enough. So a woman, I'm just being real. You know
No,
what I
I
mean?
got you, sir. I'm just forgive me because I'm silly. I'm silly.
Yeah, man. Listen, that's real talk.
Nah, for real. But nah, for
And,
real. Nah, I
and
got you.
I'm cognizant of that. So they're more inclined to take a guy back if he's committed, if he's, if he had infidelity going on in their relationship. But a man, we're not more inclined to take a woman back for something like that. And it's really because of the feelings that's involved.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this is not for all women, obviously,
Of
but
course not. Yeah, yeah,
being
yeah.
around and having friends and just knowing things about women, I know that to be a fact.
Okay, man. Do you have any like? I just wonder why. Like, it's crazy that you say that because I've had conversations with like many men, and that's like a thought process of mine as well.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like you always be like, but I don't know, but why do you think that is, man? Like as far as like is it because like we feel like women is because women are emotional yeah, I can't talk today. Is it because women are emotional creatures, or is
Oh,
that's just
for
like
sure.
no, that's just
That's
how it
definitely
is.
that definitely plays a part. But
Mhm.
are you asking why is that as far as why they choose to get back with a man that may have done that, or what do you?
Right,
What do you?
right. Yes, yes, yes. Is
I
that why?
think, and again, it's just only from a man's perspective. Maybe you have to get one of these days, get one of the ladies on to give their perspective on it. but women believe in the potential of a man too.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
So
they
it's not
do.
so.
Yes, they do it. And oftentimes that gets it's gotten a lot of women in trouble.
Yeah, yeah. They
You know what I'm
they
saying?
hold on to things like that. And again, they're the ones that are nurturing and caring.
Mm-hmm.
Not that men aren't, but they are instinctively that way.
Yeah, yeah.
So
That's like the base of a woman.
yeah. Now that, and again, that's not all women don't operate that way.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as the ones that have done that and have taken the man back, it could be for a multitude of reasons. If it's someone that have kids with you, that can be a reason.
Okay.
Uh, the landscape of what you think is out there, as far as if you can get with another man of that person's caliber per se,
Okay.
that's one of them too. That,
Tenfold, tenfold. What about in these polygamous relationships out here?
say that again.
I said, what about in these like the polygamous relationships out here?
Well, with that, they don't consider it that unless the only time, and I've known of people that's been in them kind of situations, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or have agreed to be a part of something like that. The only time, I don't want to say the only time, but one of the things that will end that is when things are done without the other person's consent. If you had a situation where you the man and you have two women and you doing what you're doing with both of them and they're both a part of it, it's all peaches and cream. But that one moment where it's not so much that you did it without their consent, but you did it without them being involved. Now that brings on a different element to it, because the first thing a man or a woman will say is, that wasn't the agreement. That's not what we signed up for. We said we was going to do
Right.
dust and so boom, 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 boom. And it can happen
Mm-hmm.
both ways. It can happen with a man trying to be with that other woman, or it can happen with a woman trying to be with that woman exclusively.
Mm-hmm. Okay. 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 Now, like, okay, and all right, and say, like, moving on from that, cause like, nah, cause like I get real nervous and stuff like when that poly topic, man. It's just like,
Yeah,
I have like a couple of friends that's like poly, and I'm like, yeah, that's y'all keep that over there. Like,
right.
I don't know parts of that sound like to me when
Not at
people,
all.
man, they when they mention poly relationships to me, it just sound like to me, and this is just my opinion, nothing against anybody that's poly. You know what I'm saying? Anybody out there that watches my podcast and is poly, there's nothing against y'all. This is just me. Um, you know what I'm saying? I don't feel like I don't know, because I know some people that say, well, like, what, you not man enough to do it, this, that, and the other. Like, no, it's not that. I just feel like it's a ticking time bomb waiting to happen. You know what I'm
Oh, for
saying?
sure.
I just feel like, you know what I'm saying, you might get in, just thinking for like me, I'm an empath. I think I feel I have a good grasp on like understanding other people's feelings and how they would feel.
Yeah.
And I just feel like, you know, everything like in nature and with natural things, everything goes back to its original.
Hmm.
So I always imagine like, in a poly relationship, there obviously there's feelings involved, and somebody one day or whatever is gonna want to be the only one, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And that's then lays problems. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, that's why I've always been like, yeah, nah, that's not for me. That's not.
Because that's human nature.
Yeah, exactly,
That's
exactly.
human nature.
So I'm like, nah. And then, but you got these groups out here, like, I call them the enablers. You got the groups out here. Well, nah, that's how it was meant to be, and this, that, and the other. Out here, in this, that, and the other, such and such had 12 wives and Such and such had 15 wives, and I'm like, he probably had a whole bunch of headaches too. That's just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I don't know, man. I just stay away. I stay away from it, man. I be like, look, man, if it worked for y'all, it worked for y'all. You know, just don't, just you know, just don't come in my neighborhood with it. When I say my neighborhood, it's like, yeah, leave that out there. You know what I'm saying?
Right, for
And
sure.
I've always been the type of person that, you know, just my thought process behind it, man. Like, I just always thought that like the men I see doing it is like they doing it with like a benefit. I mean, I could be wrong, but like from what I've seen, you know what I'm saying, it's benefiting somebody. Like somebody's benefiting from it. But, you know.
Obviously, in most of them situations, the most beneficial person is the man.
Right.
I don't just keep it a buck. I don't know too many men that would be okay with it being two men. And one,
Absolutely. That's what I'm saying.
yeah.
That's what I'm
You're like, hold
saying.
on, wait a minute. Well, you want what?
Yeah,
Nah,
yeah.
never mind. Scratch that. Abort the mission. You
You
piss
start
me off. We
crawfishing real
ain't
quick.
doing that.
I see now. You understand where I'm coming
Yeah,
from. Like,
for
yeah,
sure. Most
man. So I'm
definitely.
like, and that's where you know that's where I'm in that topic. Like, that's
Right,
like, yeah. That's what I'm like. Yeah, that's
Just
what I
saying,
thought.
moving on.
Like, yeah, well, she bring Roger through the door, then there's a problem.
Right.
But well, I'm gonna leave that, but I'm gonna leave that with this. Look, my poly people that's out there, if it worked for y'all, it worked for y'all. I'm not
Yeah,
hating on
man.
y'all, man. Y'all do y'all thing. If it works, it works. If not, you know what I'm saying? I take this time right now, ladies, men of all whatever's, man. Let me know in the comments how you feel.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Don't hate me. I'm not against it. It's just not for me. I just say that. Now, Abdul, what like as far as relationships go, like what rules do you have uh for your relationships? Like what are your let me see. I don't know, that's kind of too general. What are your no-nos in relationships?
Who
And
knows?
I'm asking like a no-nos because my next question is going to be like
Yeah.
like the polar opposite. What are your no-nos in relationships? What are your red flags in relationships?
Red flags is, I would say, someone that's not considerate, someone that's not appreciative, and that can go both ways for sure. I never want to be that person, so you don't want to experience things like that in return.
Right.
Obviously, because I'm a father, the most of the things that are at the forefront of my mind will have to do with the relationship that they establish with both not only my daughter but her mother. So I would
Okay.
never have Ayana around someone or be in a relationship with someone that hasn't met her mother
Okay.
and
Okay.
can be comfortable and okay with the co-parenting relationship. Because for me, her mother and I, we not only co-parents, we are friends. You know, so
And that's
and we try
unique.
to be
That's
there
unique,
for one
cuz that's
another
real
in,
unique.
in that such.
Uh-huh.
Say that again.
No, I said that's unique. That's real unique. Like I can
Yeah.
honestly say I've never heard somebody say that before.
No, for sure, for
I've
sure.
never. I'm telling you, even like close friends that I have, like I've never heard them say that before.
No, well,
And
that's important, man.
yeah,
Like,
it is. It is.
I kid you
I
not.
agree with
Like,
that.
this kind of off topic somewhat, but um, last week Ayana and I was at the pool, and we just in there just talking, shooting the shit, or whatever. And some kind of way it came, the conversation geared towards um her mother and my relationship with her, as far as my friendship with her.
Okay.
And Ayana told me, she's like, Papi, I really do appreciate the friendship that you have with my mom. You're there for her. You're a good dad to me, this, that, and other, right? So, and again, as she get older, man, the conversations, it's crazy how the conversations just
See,
change, man.
hit you right in the
It just change.
feels.
Hell
There you
yeah.
go. There you go,
Hell yeah.
Dad.
And I told her, I said, the one thing for sure, like, I knew when I made that decision that I made many moons ago I knew that that was going to affect her from the standpoint of not having both parents in the same household. But I never wanted that to get in the way of what we had to do as parents and still be there for one another. Although that wasn't the case in the beginning, as far as everything wasn't all peachy and creaming, and as well as it shouldn't be. Because it's not like in most relationships, you're not making a fucking mutual decision. One person is deciding to do this, so the other person is being left hurt and feeling, a certain way, of course. And it takes time to move on, and that could be from either party, right?
Right.
But a red flag for me is someone that wouldn't respect what I have established with her as her co-parent and as her friend, and as the father to Ayana.
Right. And I see with that, cuz I think society has a lot to do with that.
Most
Because
definitely.
we like nowadays we got, we got people out here that like to, take a second dip in the cookie jar, if you know what I mean.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I'm
And
saying?
that's the thing, man. Like, people are going to have that assumption and shit like that. But as long as you know what it is, you know what it is.
Right.
Like, nah, it ain't even that kind of party. We here to be what we supposed to be, and there's nothing wrong with still being there for that person and still having love for that person.
Facts. But like it's kind of like one of them things. Like, look, I'm here present with you, and like
Right.
I want, and then it's like one of them things. I want you to meet her. So
Yeah.
why? You're like,
Yeah.
what the heck you think I got going on? I'm trying to introduce you to her. Like,
Exactly.
why would you think I'm trying
Exactly.
to, like, yeah. It's like one of them things. That's why I say, man, it's a mental game.
Yeah.
It is a
But
mental game.
I can honestly say that in that situation, though, for me, most women that I'm not even gonna say most, any woman that I've ever encountered in that relationship, right? They always had a respect and appreciation for what her mom and I had.
Okay.
Like you
Yeah.
said, certain shit is looked at a certain way because of society. Certain stigma is put on certain things because of that. Like, be honest with you, JJ, I don't even use the damn term baby mama. I don't call her my baby mama. Anyone that know me knows that. Like, if someone called your baby mama, nah, nigga, watch your mouth. You know what I mean? That's the mother of my child, and no baby mama. Because of the negative that comes with that. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
no baby mama, baby daddy drama this way. So
Right.
most, like I said, women I've encountered and I've had a relationship with, they had a respect for that for sure.
Okay, well that's good, man. That's good. That's like as long as you ain't getting hit with the, well, let me ask this before I say that. Have you ever
Mhm.
got hit with the like from the other party, like nah, y'all still messing around, like I still know it and this, what I'm saying, stuff like that. Cause I mean, I like speaking for my, myself included, what I'm saying. I don't like I wouldn't know if I was be ready to like accept something like that. Cause me, let me tell you something about me. Cause like,
Yeah.
I've always had a rule, like even in high school, and I know it's bad for me to say this in high school. Yeah, they had people that was baby mamas in high school.
Mm-hmm.
And that was like the number one deal breaker for me. Like, because from what I seen and experienced, like
Yeah.
even, like I said, even from high school. And like I said, I got with my woman, like my senior year in high school, and I've been with her ever since. But a rule I had, what I'm saying, I could not I could not mess with somebody, a lady that had kids, because and people always ask me why. And I'm like, because of the baby daddy drama. I don't want none of the baby daddy drama. You know what I'm saying? Because it was always, there was one girl, and like I said, this is before Terra. There was one.
Let's put that
Let's
disclaimer.
put that disclaimer out there. This
Preference to comment
was
by saying that.
pre-Terra.
Say it one more time, JJ. Just
This
in
was
case they didn't hear it.
pre-Terra.
There you go. All right.
This was pre-T. This the pre-T era. And but nah, like I was talking to
Mm-hmm.
this girl, and we were talking. We never made it. And let me say this too. We never made it to the dating stage. And that was why, and that's when I formulated. That's when I really, really like etched that rule in stone. Like, nah, this got to stay. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's not just a pending rule that I'm just like. That was always my rule. Like because like the story, but the story is like, we were just talking. We were purely in the talking stage. I knew she had a kid. At that time I was okay with it, and this, that, and other. You know what I'm saying? So I went to her house and we were talking. I met her sister and stuff like that, and she was just real paranoid, like for no reason, like. And then I got her to like she just kept being paranoid like the whole entire time I was at her house, and uh, finally I was like, okay, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and go home. You know what I'm saying? Like apparently y'all, it was like a whole bunch of events had transpired while we was in the house, like. Kids was being bad. No, it was like, look, man, I'm gonna go home and this, that, and other. Plus, you acting a
Right.
little weird, this, that, and other. So she's walking with me outside, and I'm about to, cause I lived literally right around the corner. I'm asking her, hey, man, like, what's the deal? Like, what's your problem? And she was like, because if he sees us, is that I'm like, whoa, 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 what do you?
Oh no.
That's what I said. Like, whoa, whoa, what do you mean? Like, it's over between y'all though. Like, man, well, I don't know, and this, that, and other. And I was like. And that was just my last straw. There was like, and I felt, and I could be wrong for this. I applied that to every woman from there on out. Like, I always, like, I would even think, like, okay, he still got access to her. You know what I'm saying? Because, that's his baby mama. I even had friends that, had kids and, like, I came to pick up my son. And they would go pick up something else, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. So I had that, so that further solidified uh my concern. I'll say that, my concern. So that was like one of my number one rules, like from there on out dating. Like I was like, and I know this is wrong to say, what I'm saying, like from the age of 15, I'm 15, formulating that rule, you know what I'm saying, and I just never, that was just always my rule. Like I can't date a woman with kids, but that's like nowadays in society, that's nearly impossible. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
Because
yeah.
I know one of my homeboys, Drew. I'm trying to get his schedule right where he can get on the podcast. He told me like a piece of information that will further resonate with me forever. Because he was telling me he was dating this girl, and this was a while ago. This is probably like I would say it's over 5 years ago. And he was like, yeah, man, she gotta do this and drop off her son. It was like, oh, like, wait, man, you a single man. Like, you dating a girl with kids? And he was like, look here, Jay. He was like, I'm over 30.
Right.
He was like, 9 times out of 10, all the and look, women forgive my verbiage. I know Aunt Alice watching. Aunt Alice forgive my verbiage. He's like, I'm over 30. And 9 times out of 10, all the pussy I mess with, it's been skeeted in, bruh. Let's just put it like that. That just painted a whole new perspective for me. But
Yeah, man.
I've always just been like, well, look, I'm glad I got mine, and you know what I'm saying. And like she always say about me is, yeah, she mine. I'm gonna stick beside her. You know what I'm saying.
Bro.
I ain't got to worry about none of that other stuff. I mean, so I believe, as of right now.
But to answer your question, I don't think, nah, man, because with my daughter, mom, and I never had an issue of a woman thinking that something was going on between my daughter, mom, and I, because because for quite a while she was married too. That's another thing.
Okay.
But I never wanted to cross certain boundaries, and to this day, and she's no longer married, but I don't cross any boundaries, man. Like we haven't been together in 13 years.
Okay.
And obviously in those 13 years, I've dated a few women, and as the time go on and on, they definitely not thinking they so much have an appreciation for the relationship that they don't usually see,
Exactly, and
that
that's what
they're
I'm
not
saying.
thinking,
That's what I'm
they're really
saying,
not thinking.
cuz that's why I said that's unique, man. Like I like even the friends I have now,
Yeah.
Couldn't
But you
handle it.
also, the thing is, man, you in any relationship, whether that be friendship or an actual relationship, you have to provide assurance.
Okay. Fact.
That's
Yes.
that's probably at the top of the list.
Yes.
So I would like to think that I've provided assurances to women I've been with to know that I'm not stepping out the box and messing with my daughter's mom. We're still friends, no doubt.
Mm-hmm.
I'm being what I'm supposed to be for my child. And as her mother, I'm always be there for her because it's her mother. You know what I mean?
So let me say this. Let me say this to the men and women out there. According, signed and delivered and sealed by my cousin Abdul. Assurance is insurance. I hope y'all listening. Assurance is insurance. Say it with me. Assurance is insurance.
There you go. So, that's as long as you have that, man, you're gonna have to deal with them kind of situations.
Tenfold.
You know what I
Duly
mean?
noted. Duly noted. I hope y'all listening, man. That cause look, my cousin just dropped some mental game on y'all, man. I hope y'all listen. I really do. I really do. I really hope y'all listening right now because that was a gem. Assurance is insurance.
For sure.
Provide that assurance at the beginning. It's gonna insure you the whole way through. But man,
Right.
moving on. What is your love language, bro? Like I know, you mentioned assurance. You know what I'm saying? Well, I don't know if I don't know. Let me say I don't know if that's your love language. But what is your love language? Because I love, for example, mine is words of affirmation. That's my love language. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You provide me with those words of affirmation. You let me know. You let me know I'm doing good. Pause. Because last time I said that on the podcast, Sam paused me. But just words of encouragement. Because I like to hear confirmation and of like the things that I'm putting forth. I like to hear it. I like to hear the acknowledgement and stuff like that. So
Yeah, I
these
mean,
words of affirmation.
we all want that feedback for
Oh,
sure.
absolutely.
My love language, I'm a touchy person, touchy
Okay.
feely person. I need that. You know what I mean?
Okay. Tenfold. All right.
Definitely.
Cuz
It's
needs a
about the
hug every now and
communication.
again. I got you.
See me, I'm more of a I go based off your actions because, like they say, man, we all see better than we hear. I can see someone down the street. That don't mean I hear their conversation.
Facts.
So we see better than we hear. So for me, it's action. It's all about the action.
Mm-hmm.
You know
Okay.
what I mean? Like you can say certain things. You have love for me. You this. You that. You loyal. At the end of the day, it's all about the action and it's all about the action and the consistency of that action.
Okay. So acts of service would be because they got them generalized like there's words of
Mm-hmm.
affirmation, physical touch, gifts, acts of service, and quality time. So yours would be acts of service, or practicing what you preach, so to speak.
Oh, most definitely. Hold on, Ayana's
Uh-oh.
come bite me from my truck. Come say hey to your cousin.
Hi. There she go. Hey, how you doing? Good. You being good over there? Okay, all right. She's like, I'm being good, Daddy. I'm being good.
But yeah, I mean, man, I'm big on action because
Okay.
you can say that you have love for a person. It's one thing to say, is another thing to show it. And obviously, there's a difference between loving somebody and being in love with somebody.
Facts. That's all right. I know. I feel that wholeheartedly, man. I feel that wholeheartedly.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you mentioned, okay, we already mentioned multiple times, and I hope everybody's listening. You know what I'm saying? You already said assurance, providing assurance at the beginning. And you know what I'm saying? And what you're doing with that is you're providing what I would say a healthy boundary. You're establishing a healthy boundary, okay? You're letting everybody know, hey, me and her mom, we cool. And, I still care for her as the mother of my child, you know what I'm saying?
And it doesn't go beyond.
Yeah, exactly. So, like, how do you set healthy boundaries in a relationship? And let me see. How do you set them? And I want to say why do you set them, but we all know why do you set them. But so, what other healthy boundaries do you set or that you strive to set up in relationships, in your relationship?
Well, it's understanding that we all are human. When it comes to the love, I think, me personally, I don't believe that you can have unconditional love for the person that you're with. Do you believe you can have unconditional love for the person that you're with?
Let's see. I believe I'm capable of it, but I know there's certain programming and certain thought processes that I have that will prevent it. And I know if that can be for me, it can be for somebody else as well. I believe
Yeah.
I'm capable. I believe I'm capable of it. I can say that. I believe I'm capable, but there's always those things that come about that make you kind of stray away from it. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I don't think nobody nowadays loves with unconditional love. That's only afforded to maybe your pets and of course ultimately your children. You know what I'm saying?
And that is that what you said just now, because that is the exact reason why I don't believe that you can have unconditional love for someone that you're with, because everything comes with conditions.
Mm-hmm.
You love people based on how they make you feel, how they treat you.
Facts,
If
absolutely.
someone treats you
That is
shitty
a
or going
fact.
upside the head, you're not going to have love and respect for that person. And more than likely, at some point, you're going to decide to walk away from that relationship.
You should.
So that's why I would say that
I'm
it's
sorry.
impossible for us to have unconditional love. I have unconditional love.
Uh-huh.
I do. I
Mm-hmm.
personally have unconditional love,
Mm-hmm.
but it's for your cousin that you just saw walk over here.
Mm-hmm.
Outside of that, everything comes with conditions.
Facts. That's a
Everything.
fact. Everybody's out here. Everybody's definitely out here loving. It's all about it's all about everybody's part of that Janet Jackson. What have you done for me lately? You know what I'm saying? Everybody's on that vibe nowadays.
Yeah, man.
And I mean, it's kind of crazy, man, because I mean, you got people out here that just really, 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 truly just need love and need to be loved, but like it's how society is nowadays. It's like they can't get it because they can't provide anything. You know what I'm saying? Some people in some situations are so used up or been so used up they just can't provide anything. You know what I'm saying? To like, I guess in society's definition to even be worthy of love and you know what I'm saying, whatever else that is. But
I don't know, man. I think relationships at times can be tough from this standpoint, because when you get with someone, you're not only getting with them. If they have kids and you really grow to have the love for them, then quite naturally you'll have the love for the people that they have love for.
right,
Because
yeah,
if a person matters to them, then eventually that same person will matter to you.
yeah,
Um,
absolutely.
but also, when you get with a person, you're not just dating them. You're not just dating what comes with them. You dealing with past traumas that they may have gone
Yeah.
through in previous relationships.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, with those kind of situations, like, shit, you got enough problem paying for your own sins. You got to
Mm-hmm.
pay for the sins
Yeah,
of
for
others.
real. It's like
You
I
know
ain't
what I
gonna
mean?
do it. It's like I ain't did nothing. Like, I gotta pay for this shit too.
Hey, man. Because some things is what, I had to learn this as well. It's trigger. There are things that would trigger a person that can remind them of a previous situation or relationship that may deter them from wanting to continue the relationship that they've established with you.
Mm-hmm. Now that's a
So,
fact. That's a fact. That is a fact. Because I mean, I kind of like I've dealt with that. Kind of like I dealt with that recently. About I still carry shit. You know what I'm saying, that happened to me years ago, and you know what I'm saying and like at times and some like with me it happens and you don't even know it's happening because these like a
yeah.
lot of these things they are deeply woven into your fibers, like you know what I'm saying, and they don't come about until something triggers it, like you said.
And it could be things in your childhood that
Childhood, yeah, yeah, definitely,
you know
definitely,
what
man,
I mean?
definitely.
If you someone that's temperamental, And I've been that person at times. Certain things could be triggered from what you grew up under.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? The environment you may have grown up under. So, and also obviously, it's all about, to me, being able to get over what they say the honeymoon phase is.
Right.
Because during that time, you're dating that person's representative. That person is putting their best foot forward to show you that I'm the woman or I'm the man you should, have an involvement with.
Mm-hmm.
But again, in human nature, at some point, when the dust settles and everyone becomes content and complacent and just really be themselves, you see if, this is someone you can really continue to have a relationship or future with.
Man, I hope y'all listening, man. I really, really do. I really hope y'all listening and paying attention. My cousin's laying on some mental game for y'all, man. Like, for real.
Yeah, man.
I hope y'all are really paying attention, man. You might single-handedly save somebody's relationship. Man, I really hope y'all listening, man, because I mean, everything cuz is saying is true, man. What other healthy boundaries that do you think should be set in relationships?
Ultimately, respect.
Okay.
Ultimately, respect. It has to be a certain respect level for sure.
Mm-hmm.
If a person have kids, there has to be a certain respect level that's set with them as well.
Okay, respect or like an understanding or both.
I'm big on respect,
Mm-hmm.
especially when it comes to kids. Like, I make sure, at least I try to make sure that Ayana's going to have a respect for anyone that I'm involved with that I would bring her around, because at the end of the day, she's a representation of me.
Mm-hmm.
So that carries a lot of weight and go a long way. But again, an overall respect for one another within a relationship, because everyone have things that they're willing to deal with. Everyone has deal breakers. Everyone has things they're not willing to accept.
Absolutely.
And that's fine. You should want to be with someone. You don't want to be the end all be all to someone,
Mm-hmm.
because we all are human and we all make mistakes. And so if you're the end all be all to someone, it would be very easy for them to have a disappointment in you because of the expectations that they had in you.
Mm-hmm.
But if a person, that's with anyone in life. If a guy out there, if a chick out there hating on you for whatever reason, you trying to come up in the world, they hating on you. At the end of the day, if you don't have no expectations for them, then you can't be disappointed by their actions.
Okay. Man, I hope y'all paying attention. Say that again, cuz. Say it one more time for the people in the back. Just the last part.
If you limit your expectations for someone or for something, you will avoid disappointment. If you have zero expectations, you have zero disappointment.
Man, I would say, and it's just so plain. It's just so plain. Just
it's really
like
that
that.
simple.
Is it really that simple though, cuz? Or is it?
It's not simple from the standpoint of not having expectations, but it's simple if from the standpoint of just following that formula of knowing that, damn, if I didn't expect nothing out of you anyway. What you did didn't come as a shock or a surprise to me. So it's hard for me to, first of all, if I lack expectations for you, I should say, if I lack that for you, then it would be impossible for my heart and my feelings to get hurt behind something when I never saw you in that manner to begin with.
Facts. Kind of, it makes your cutoff game easier as well too. It's like, well,
oh, for sure.
Man, nah, because I mean, it's kind of like that thing, like the rule I have.
Mm-hmm.
I promise, cause like if you was in Houston and say you were working somewhere and you get me hired on, right? And you know what I'm saying, you my family, I trust you, and I trust you not gonna lead me the wrong way. I trust everything that you tell me. If you get me hired on, like say you working somewhere, you get me hired on, and you sit there and you point out this person, and you be like, man, this dude is a low life. You know what I'm saying? He's this, he's that, he's this, he's that type of person I am. I try to give everybody a clean slate. Everybody's at ground zero. So even though you told me all that, I'm gonna give that person a chance.
Oh yeah, everyone
You know what
deserves
I'm
the benefit of the doubt.
saying?
Yeah,
Right.
for sure. Most definitely. That should be afforded off the rip. Until they give you a reason to think and see otherwise.
Facts. But that's one of my rules. That's one of my rules. And I mean it's very similar to what everything you just said. Like, you know,
For
basically
sure.
I go in there, you know, going there with the expectation, not to be gullible. Well, maybe they won't do that to me. I don't go in there being gullible because anybody could do anything to anybody, and
Right.
I've come to learn that through all my years of living. But yeah, I love that. Just going. I kind of live my life like that. I just go. Well, no. I ain't gonna say that. I do have. As far as going through life, I do have an expectation, and I
Mm-hmm.
expect to be my best each and every day. But that's different as far as relationships and friendships and stuff like that. Yeah, I don't have expectations. I'm like, let's see where we go. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Build one day at a time. So yeah,
Most definitely.
okay. All right there. But okay. We done ran. Let me see. We done ran I ain't gonna say long because it's always a good time sitting here talking to my cousin.
You already know.
So, but anything else you gotta say, cuz, before we close this thing out? Any more little tidbits of advice you want to give to, you know what I'm saying? Because I mean, we are we are, like, in my opinion, we kind of preaching to a little bit of a lost generation out here as far as relationships. We have so much turmoil in relationships nowadays, young relationships, because the example the examples of uh how can I say it? The examples of relationships have kind of, like, good relationships, like the standard is kind of like diminished over the years. Like, you take our grandparents uh into consideration. How long was Nana and Papa together before Papa passed?
Before
Yeah.
Papa passed in 2012.
Uh-huh.
I mean, it had to be a better part of 50, 60 plus.
That's what I'm saying. And that those shining examples, all of those shining examples have diminished in this era of
Yeah.
our lives, you know what I'm saying? Like, just think of um what we're walking our daughters into, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's why I feel like it's important to kind of give these shining examples of what a relationship should be, what you should expect from a relationship, what you should, you know, uh, what you should not expect, what you should expect, and stuff like that. Because I feel like we're preaching to a lost generation, and they need some, like, nowadays. I just feel like they need somebody to follow, and especially now, like, in our community, just as Black people, you know, imagery is very important.
Yeah,
Uh,
for sure.
but I know, and you know what I'm saying, and like you said, you're a man of action. You know what I'm saying? Um, so a lot of people learn by seeing. You know what I'm saying? Learn by putting stuff into play. So
Most definitely.
I feel very, very strongly about that from a relationship standpoint. I'm trying to find my little notes. I'm trying to go off my
I
little
don't know,
notes.
man.
But
I think long lasting relationships, I don't want to say it's a thing of the past because you still have them out there.
yeah,
I
yeah,
have
you do.
family, brothers, um, cousins, family that are definitely in long lasting relationships. I mean, you're a perfect example of that. You know what I mean? Has it gone away? Yeah, but it's because of like we spoke about in the last episode. Like social media don't only have an influence on our kids; they have an influence on us as adults as well, because it gives you such a superficial view of the world. A person, again, at the end of the day, when it comes to that, they post what they want you to see. They're not posting
absolutely.
everything that goes on with their lives on their day to day. And the difference now, like you can just log on and see a beautiful woman over here in this place, see a person over here, and you want that because that's what attracts to the eye.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever when it comes to relationships and infidelity and the thoughts of those things, I always looked at things as a distraction and not a temptation. Because if I look at it, I always thought if I looked at situations as a temptation, then that means I was tempted. If I see a situation, I'm gonna avoid that. That's a temptation. No, that's a distraction. It's only a temptation if you really, in your heart of hearts, have a desire to partake in it.
Mm-hmm.
So
no, that's a fact. That's a fact. Dang, how you put that like that?
huh?
No, it's just like that. Like, dang,
That's
how you
real,
saying
man.
it like? Nah, that is real. I was like, I never thought of it like that. Like for real. And I was
Yeah.
like, nah, but it is there's a lot of there's definitely a lot of distractions out here. I'm not even gonna call them temptations no more. But there is a lot of distractions, a lot of falsehood out here, a lot of false advertising.
Yeah,
Um,
man.
because I'm pretty sure we've all at some point in time in our life realized the grass ain't green on the other side.
Most definitely.
You know what I'm saying? I agree with you wholeheartedly. Not all relationships are perfect because they're not even mine. You know what I'm saying? We just have enough love in our hearts to just, you know what I'm saying, let's work and keep moving forward. So, um,
Yeah, man.
yeah, but that's all I got, cuzzo. That's all I got.
Man,
Next time.
it was good to do this again. You know what I mean? I
Yes,
appreciate you
indeed.
bringing me back.
Man, look,
Good conversation.
cuz you're gonna have to be a regular, man. You're gonna have to be a regular.
Say
Nah,
less, man. You already know.
because you offer so much, like, it's just a different perspective. You know what I'm saying? Just like I like I like having people on from different walks of life, different perspectives. I need that. And I feel like it's a better podcast like that. You know what I'm saying? I can sit here and give my opinion all day. You know what I'm saying? But even though we in the same family, we lived our lives in totally different states and probably grew up and had totally different lives. So similar, but like my buddy Fernando say, it's the same but different. But you know what I'm saying?
It
I
is,
just
man.
love, yeah, I just love it, and just simply just sitting there, just getting the, because like I told you in the other episode, I feel like we lost so much time just getting to reconnect with you, and Jan, I'm gonna have to, we're gonna have to put Malik in the headlock and get him on here too.
Oh yeah,
I'm
man. You got to get Big Leak on.
Yeah,
Shout out
yeah,
my
yeah.
brother. Leak.
I'm gonna have to get
Definitely
him
got to get Leak
and
on.
tell him he owes me a rematch in Madden, and tell him I'm ready for him this time.
Oh, he gonna see this.
Okay, but
He's gonna see this for sure.
also cause I want to let you and my fellow listeners and watchers, whatever you're doing, there's a guy talk episode brewing right now, and Abdul, I want you to be a panel on that. You know what I'm saying? Because I just got a couple other dudes from different walks of life. Very, these group of guys. It's gonna be funny because this group of guys, they very opinionated. Different walks of life as well. You know, uh, I just want to get everybody's perspective from a guy's point of view.
Most definitely.
I just think it'll be a good time. I talk to these guys on the phone because I'm in the Madden league with them, and it's always a good time because they some characters. They real funny. I'm just saying now, just like, man, like, we just wait till you meet them. That's what I'm gonna say.
Bro.
But I want you to be part of that panel, cuz I will let you know. I'm in the works right now setting that up. Um, but yeah, anything else, cuz, before I sign us out?
Nah, man. Just everybody be blessed. Keep God first, and appreciate it, man.
Oh, for sure, man. I just want to tell y'all, man, y'all just remember your current situation isn't your final destination. Your heart is ticking, but you're still kicking, man. Hey, we're gonna get with y'all again next week. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. We out. I can't see that screen over there. Hold on.